My name's Ashley. I live in Virginia and I have been going to Wilson Hill for 3 years. Not quite sure what I'm going to do next year. I have thought about college or potentially an internship, but I am definitely looking to pursue a path or degree in politics or government to eventually go into family policy. One of the significant changes that I've experienced since coming to Wilson Hill has been the spiritual growth that I've seen in my life. And this is because of the fundamental basis on the gospel and on the truth that Christ came to redeem his creation. And having this as our foundation for everything that we do, from the assignments to the lectures in class, is instilling in me a desire to then go pursue this relationship outside of the confines of the classroom. So when I'm going to pursue this relationship with Christ, I've then seen just this growth of my understanding of who Christ is and who I am as a result of that. And I've noticed this throughout my time at Wilson Hill and how it's grown, and how I can see now, looking back on myself as a sophomore when I first started here, just the blessings that God has brought into my life. One of the questions that I had coming into Wilson Hill was, will I feel connected with my classmates? Will I feel connected with my teachers? Because it's really hard to see, especially from the outside, how you'd be able to connect with people across state lines, across country borders, across oceans, when you just see them on a screen every day. And looking back, I can now say I am connected with my teachers and my classmates. And they are such a blessing to my life. My teachers have always been able to answer any questions that I have. Sometimes they'll stay after class and answer questions. And then my classmates will all encourage each other, or we'll all pray for each other. And we'll have these opportunities where we can talk about class and talk about the book that we just read in TGC. And we have these shared experiences, and where they're all grounded within the gospel. And the friendships that happen online can happen just as they do in person. You're just not necessarily bumping shoulders with them. And you really have to make a commitment to reaching out to people. But I found that when I've pursued these relationships, that they have been some of the most beneficial relationships that I've had in my entire life. If I were to go through the entire list of who I'd want to give a shout out to at the end of the year, it'd be really hard to go through the entire list because of all the great people that I've met throughout the years. But honestly, the friends that I have made in class and out of class, I know so many people, and it's such a blessing being in such a small school where I can know almost everyone in my grade and often other people in other grades. You guys have been such a blessing, and I am so grateful for the fact that I was able to meet you.